Pushback from residents and business owners has Lee County Supervisors pressing pause on a proposed mobile home ordinance.
Yeah, that's right. Ali Martin talked with the board president and an area businessman and tells us what's next in the process.
Lee County Board of Supervisors President Wesley Webb says updated health regulations made it necessary to revise the county's mobile home ordinance.
What they're trying to do is keep your runoff from going on your neighbor's land.
Webb says that's why it was necessary to mandate a 2-acre minimum for new mobile home permits. However, he says most properties would qualify for a variance of 1 acre. Other proposals in the ordinance included a 250-foot minimum distance from another dwelling, or 35 feet from the lot line, and a 60-foot setback from the road and minimum lot width. It would also prohibit establishing any new manufactured home parks or subdivisions. Work on the updated ordinance began in May, but recently pushback from the public, especially on social media, caused supervisors to pause the process. A public hearing will be held soon on the issue. Webb says there has been a lot of misunderstanding.
We're not just going to come in and say, hey, you're not up to regulations, you can't do this. Until you apply for another permit, and you don't have to apply for a permit if you're already in place. And so you're grandfathered in, you're fine. We're not going to come, we don't want to kick anybody out of their place. We don't want to take your place away from anybody. We can't do that.
Chad Mills, owner of Mills Home Center, says his future clients in Lee County would be impacted by the updated ordinance.
There are so many newlywed couples who their first home is a manufactured home. There are elderly people who sell their stick-built home to move back closer to their kids, live in a manufactured home. And there's some people who literally just can't afford $300,000 and $400,000 homes, and the manufactured home is the best thing that for the family to be able to afford.
Mills says he is optimistic since learning that supervisors have decided to pause the updated ordinance.
There is a great shortage of affordable housing in the entire country, not just in the state of Mississippi. So placing regulation on citizens to make this even harder, I just don't think is the right thing to do.
The public hearing will take place during a regular meeting of the Board of Supervisors. Supervisors will then take some time, review the comments, and eventually make a final decision. Telling your story in Tupelo, Ali Martin, WCBI News.
A story we'll definitely continue to follow. So far, no date has been set for that public hearing.